right, this is Dad Random. Day one of the project. Yes, day one of the project. Really quick, I want to do a little bit of a site survey so you can kind of see where things are going to start. Now this is the existing backyard, as you can plainly see here, and you can see that I've got this pergola that's above me. The pool area is right directly behind me, so this is going to kind of dictate the direction of everything. Everything's focal point. It's basically skirted in a little garden. So we've got some palms. Over here to this side, you have a fire pit. Now this fire pit here, I want to make sure it stays within the plan, the flow of the plan. So I'm going to flip the camera really quick and give you kind of an FPV view here. All right, so here we go. Here's the area that would be the fire pit, and here's the old shed. Now this is what's going to basically be repurposed. This is going to be basically the new opening right here. You see where all these shovels and things are. There's going to be a 3-foot door. So this wall is just way too short. So it's going to have to come up to a full 8-foot wall, and to basically hold and to fit a 36-inch door. So we're going to have a 36-inch door on this side. Where these doors are here, these are going to go. So this is actually going to be the back wall of the project. So this will be the back wall. There'll actually be a bar in front of there. And then on this side of the shed, where there's a window, this will be a walk-through. So you'll be able to walk through two 36-inch doors, two 3-foot doors, 3-Os, to go all the way through the shed. Inside the shed, you'll have hanging space on one side. So on this side of the shed over here, you're going to have basically hanging space for things like shovels and things like that. Everything's going to move inside the shed. I think every shed has one of these too. Check this out. Basically a crawl space with just a bunch of crap in it. So that's all got to be cleaned out. And everything needs to be clean and neat as I do this. So as I remove things, for example, I'm going to have to take off the parts of the roof today. I'm going to have to deconstruct this side, and so I can repurpose this wall. So what I want to do is I want to build two walls to the outside of it, which are going to hold my structural material for the roof. So this area that I'm standing in right here will all be covered area. So I'm basically standing in the covered area. So like every plan, you have basically layout marks. So here we go. We check that out right down here. You can see right down there, I've got the floor plan laid out right there where some 4x4s are going to go. You probably can't see these lines right here, but that's one side of the bar. This will be another side of the bar, and this will be the opposite. This will be the opposite post right here. Whoops, there we go. So that will be the opposite side. So roughly in between my arms here, right here, in between my arms will be 12 feet, with a roof basically that the roof member should probably be, I don't know, well above my head. I don't want to be hitting it, especially when I'm in here hanging out. So this is a site survey. Holy crap. What I should have used is I should have used the Insta360 but I didn't. Going to Osmo Pocket, we got a little bit of wind today, so I figured it'd be easier to use the Osmo Pocket today. So there it is. There's the site. There is the building site right there. Give you some different views of it. There's one view right there. And you can see right down here, I have some furniture covered up. There's a couch, 2 chairs, and 2 ottomans. And this is going to stay, this area here is going to stay covered in with the pergola, and this area here will be fully covered, fully roofed in bar shed area. So should be pretty sweet. All right, here's the other angle. Give you the angle here. We got this beautiful foliage here that will be kind of mixed in with it, which is kind of nice. I really like to have plantings. Now this shrub here might have to go. You'll have to let me know. I think this thing here down here, that might have to go down here. But there's Steve. What do you think? Should this be Steve's shed? All right. We're thinking right now. We're taking different ideas for the name, but I expect to get pretty far today. I've got really good weather. It's in the 70s. It's nice and cool. I've got probably 3 good working days where the temperatures are going to be nice, where construction is going to be, in the really, really super good range. So I've got to take advantage of as much of that as I possibly can right now. And then I got to get rid of all this junk right here. I've got to cut it up. So I'm going to get my kids involved in that. They're going to be cutting up some of this trash lumber. We're going to be making it small and throwing it into trash cans and getting rid of it as we go. Keep the site nice and clean, and make the construction site just easier to work in. So keeping it neat, keeping it clean. Yes, that's the way I work. So I need to get a drone shot too. So as soon as the wind dies down today, I'm going to get an overhead shot so you can see down. So when I post this video, you'll get a bird's eye view with some of the cut-ups of some of the things that I just covered. Yeah, so we'll have a fire pit. We'll have some sun area right here. This is some sunbathing area. You've got a regular pergola behind me, and then behind me, where those doors are today, that will be basically where the bar front is going to be, right back there. So one of these days we're going to do this same video, and all of this is going to be done, and you guys are going to be the first to tour it. You're going to walk through step by step as I construct it. You're going to look at some of the problems that I have. You're going to look at all the crappy mistakes that I make, because believe me, it's been a long time. I built that shed over 15 years ago. It took me 2 days. I just threw that sucker right together. Here's the bar. Here's the inside of the old shed. This old shed. Here we go. This right here will see, look at all that. That's all plumbing supplies when I was a landscape contractor. I've cleaned all that stuff up over there. All my wiring for laying out lines, drip lines. I used to have 4 lawnmowers in here. But I went to electric tools. Yeah, all this is going to have to be cleared out. I'm going to try to keep this as much intact as possible. In case we get some foul weather, this stuff can also, I don't have to go looking at it, but some of the walls are going to have to go. But I'm going to try to use as much of the old framing as I can. This wall here is a bit too short, so what I've decided to do is take these exterior walls over here, and I'm going to push them out. I'm going to 2x4 frame them, and I'm going to push them out. I'm going to make a shell wall on the opposite side, and then when I'm ready, I'm going to cut a hole in here where the new door is going to be. So that roofing material right there will all be gone. There'll probably be a hole there. Same thing with this side over here. I'm going to get rid of that old roof right there material, and it's going to it will basically have a new wall on the outside, and then I'll be able to pull all this plating out when the new wall is attached, and everything will be attached to the new wall. So there'll be a 36-inch door on this side, 36-inch door on this side, so you'll be able to pass all the way through the shed. And right where I'm standing now will be shovels will be hanging. There'll be shovels hanging over there. I'm going to redo the rack system, make it look really cool. This will be one kick-A shed and bar area, and it will be multi-purpose, and Steve's going to love it, right? What do you think, Steve? All right. So for Dad Random, and I guess this old shed, I don't know what you're going to call it. We're going to keep this old shed here because she served me well for quite a few years. I actually put this up on a trailer and moved it 150 miles instead of building a new one here. So that's how crazy I am. I like to repurpose stuff. I don't like to throw things away. All right, Dad Random, you've seen it. We're going to get some drone footage in here. We're going to see the drone. It's going to look at my roof construction. We're going to use the drones as much as we can because I love the drone. It's just going to make this picture so cool. We're going to do some pull-away shots as we're doing the construction, and it's going to be a blast. It's going to be a great summer project. I'm expecting this project to go pretty much the length of the summer. I don't even expect to really use it until maybe the very last couple weeks of summer. But we're going to push ahead as long as my energy levels can stay high. This thing will keep moving forward. Today I'm going to go buy some 2x4s. I'm going to get into construction mode. So yes, we're going to get started today. We're going to do some deconstruction. We're going to do some area cleanup and possibly frame in some walls today. We're going to frame in just to get our basic layout. All right, later and bye. Dad Random and the project. Day one on the project. So far, lots of energy. Yes, bye. Hey, this is Dad Random. Hey, how you doing? We have just finished day one of the big build, the Dad Random project, and I think we met our goals today. I really didn't know how far I was going to get. So if you remember the before picture, here is the after picture, the deconstruction. As you can see, I have taken off the fascia. I've split the roof. You see I've taken this whole side off because right next to this space here is going to be an exterior wall. So I'm actually going to butt a wall right up to this. This will be at the door height. So once I get this framed up, I will cut out a 36-inch or a 38-inch opening, and there will be a 36-inch door on either side of the shed structure. I've got all my materials ordered. Yeah, if you look at my load of lumber there, that is for framing tomorrow. So I'm going to frame up this wall here, and it's going to be framed at a typical 8-foot ceiling height, and then I'm going to leave a little bit of a tail hanging out here, right here, on this spot right here, of about a half a foot, about 6 inches. And what that's going to do is my joist, my ceiling joist here is going to basically, there's beam, is going to be basically head up. So 5.5 inches down from the top plate, there will rest the beam, and it's a 2x6 beam. It's only a 10-foot span. So we're going to have a 2x6 beam that's going to come over and basically meet me right about where I'm standing here. So that opening there, 2x6 is plenty for pretty much what I've got to do here with a 2-foot tail. So there'll be a 2-foot overhang or basically cantilever, and that'll give me an extra 2 foot of roof. So you can see I've got that taken off. Now this front here will be flat. I'm going to keep the doors on. I'm going to leave that basically on right there. And the reason why I decided to keep the doors and the walls, I can just leave all my stuff in there, and I'm just going to build around it. And then what I'll do is when I'm ready to put the doors in, I'll open up the door holes, I'll seal up the front, and this will be the back of the shed. This will be the back of the bar shed. So whoever is basically hosting will be standing here, right in front of me. Right along this edge right here will be the bar surface right here, and that will go over 3 of those. So a 24-inch deep counter with a 42-inch sitting regular bar top. So 42 and I think it's 38 8, something like that. It's like 6 inches difference. I can't remember exactly what it is, but I'll look at that in just a little bit. Whatever the 24-inch cabinet height, I think it's 35 and 42 to the bar hop. Okay, so it'll be traditional seating. And you can see I took care of this side as well and cut through. Now check this out back here. This has not been cleaned back here. If you look at this area, this has not been cleaned in 15 years. Check that out. So, yes, that's a huge accomplishment, just cleaning that right there. Yes, Dad Random. All right, so day 1 is completed. I got a lot of help. I've got my older son, who's basically been staying with me. He's been helping me out. I'm going to probably, hopefully, give him a little bit of a skill set. Hopefully, teach him what I know. Hopefully, don't teach him too many of my bad habits. But this is great. Going to be a great project. I'm so excited. I want to get a shot from above before we get the roof on. I should have the roof on by Thursday. This thing is kind of moving along. My roofing material should be here. They said they could have it here tomorrow, but I said hold off till Wednesday. Tomorrow I'll get my framing done, get my site set up, maybe set my posts. If I have that all kind of straightened out, I actually could set my posts, get those straight and plumb, and then when the roofing material comes, we can basically take care of the roofing. So for Dad Random, yes, day 1 is over. A lot of deconstruction today. Check this out. This was always the toughest, is when you basically take things out. No more window. So, yep, no more window. You know you've gone full force when you take the window out and you start cutting away at the walls. So, all right, Dad Random. Later, Ann. I will see you tomorrow. Show you a little bit of framing. And, yeah, the bar shed project. The project. I'm just going to call it the project. You guys got to pick a name for it. We've got to have a name. It's got to have some kind of technical, I don't know, aeronautical, I don't know. It could be, you can name it after my dog, Steve. I was saying Steve's Doghouse. I don't know. That was just one we threw out there. But Random and Steve's Bad Chill, I don't know, Chill House, I don't know. Later, think about it. Later, remember, the Moment 5C camera goes to the winner. Okay, and if you don't want the 5C, you can give it to your son or your daughter for the summer. There's all kinds of things you could do with that camera. It's a nice little camera, a little bit of fun, little 4K camera that you can have fun at the beach with. But that's what the winner's going to get, $150 value. Yes, later, and
do you lie awake at night? Are you afraid to turn out the